Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes. So I hope computer applications last paper today, isn't it? Tomorrow. So all set? Yes. Good evening, Sir Jasraj. Okay. And basically, even I think in the boards, it is the second last, na? Board examination also, it is the second last paper. So the same thing happens in the boards as well. So that is what my purpose will be. That even during the board examination or even after that, I'll be taking 2 sessions so that you keep on updated. Board में भी वही होता है कि एक बार start करोगे तुम लोग 18th से, I think ना 18th February you will start, और उसके बाद then computer will be coming at towards again in the March the last week. So that time again will be taking 2 sessions, and sometimes in between whenever you have a break. So that time we will just be again revising it. Now talking about today's class, if you have any queries, or just stay connected, I'll just be there. Hello. Sir, good evening, sir. Yes. Actually, that time I was he is okay. Like I don't know what has come up and how it is this new, and that's just that is what is confusing me. Sure. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so yes, I'm here. Sorry, yes. Please explain static variables. Okay. Sir, query relating to the program, write a program that demonstrates unboxing. Okay. And when we have a question, palindrome number, then we shall assume 2 or 3 digit number. Okay. Siddharth, unless the question tells to input a 2 digit number or input a 3 digit number, do not assume. Right? Very well described by Jasraj. So unless the question, like once there was a question, write a program to input a 2 digit number and check whether it is a prime composite or something like that. So 2 digit number was clearly given in the question that it is a 2 digit number. So in that case, you can just take a 2 digit number, but if it is not given anything, you have to input a number and then you have to use it accordingly. First thing sorted out. So unless it tells, so like if it is a question, input a number. Again, some smart fellows, what they do, like the question says input a number and then check whether it is a palindrome or not. Now the question is specifically telling you to input a number. Now if you input as a string, then use the logic of the reversing a string and then you do, then the examiner has full right to cut marks for that because you were told to input a number. That is it. Okay. Second thing, when somebody asked about programming for unboxing, not needed. That is only the theoretical part of boxing and unboxing. That's the definition is needed. Okay. And to demonstrate unboxing, that's what I told. And then static variables. Static, basically, we talk about static variables which do not change during the execution of the program. They don't change. In every instance, they have the same value. That is static variables. And query relating to program, write a program. Okay, run. Okay. I think it's Soham. Could you cover the Fibonacci series? Okay, I'll do a cover it. Fibonacci series. Fibonacci. So first, I'll clarify all over whatever the doubts are coming. I'll be clarifying that, and then I'll come up with a thorough revision. Talking about Fibonacci series basically is a series in which the third number is a sum of the previous two numbers, right? Third number जो है वो previous दोनों numbers का sum होता है. तो वहां पे what we do, we can take, for example, you take A as 0 and B as 1. या फिर question में जो दिया हुआ है ना, first number the series start हो रहा है 0 1 1, right? अगर वो start हो रहा है 1 2 3, तो उस तरीके से, तो वॉट एवर फर्स्ट टू नंबर्स आर गिवन, ए इक्वल टू 0, बी इक्वल टू 1, पहला दोनों नंबर डिफाइन कर दिए. नाउ सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन ए, सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन बी. पहले दोनों नंबर को प्रिंट कर दिए. Now while n is less than equal to 10, for example it was to print the first 10 numbers. So while n is less than equal to 10, अब already I have printed a and b. Now you do c equal to a plus b. थर्ड नंबर मिल गया, system dot out dot println c, c प्रिंट हो गया. Now x equal to x plus 1, क्लोज करेंगे. while n is less than equal to 10, n को एक इंक्रीमेंट कर देंगे and then we will display it.
Okay, then the question the previous, yes, Siddharth sir, previous we had a question. Okay, can you explain tell the use of continuous statement? Okay, continuous statement. Continuous statement basically, continuous statement is used to stop the execution of the loop for a particular iteration. जब वो सिचुएशन आएगा तब वो लूप एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो जाएगा होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई से फॉर i इक्वल टू 1, i लेस देन इक्वल टू 10, i प्लस प्लस, विद इन द लूप आई एम सेइंग सिस्टम इफ i इक्वल्स 3 देन कंटिन्यू एंड देन सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंटलन i. तो यहां पे क्या होगा, जब i का वैल्यू 1 है वो प्रिंट किया, i का वैल्यू 2 है प्रिंट किया, 3 कंटिन्यू, तो 3 को इग्नोर कर देगा, देन 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 तक प्रिंट करेगा. Okay, what to study for section A? Section A I'll be covering once I clarify all the doubts which everybody has, then I'll be taking up together. I'll in a stretch I'll cover the entire section A. भविष्य प्रकाश, भविष्य की चिंता करो, उसके लिए you need to follow the entire syllabus, nothing specific, right? Now when we talk about this programming part basically, so programming part you need to understand that that whatever things are there that you need to clarify, like whenever we talk about function based programs, so function based programs जो होगा multiple function वाला वो हो जाता है, right? Then we talk about overloading, that will be there. Someone asked about a static variable, right? A static variable basically, when we say static variables are those variables that are associated with the class, right? They are not associated with the instances. So every instance they have the same value, right? If it is a static variable, for every instance they will have the same value. That's why it is known as a static variable. Static variable को class variable ही बोला जाता है. Then okay, is ternary operator ternary static variables. Static variables are called class variable because for every instance of the class they have the same value. That's why static variables are called class variables. Then ternary operator it can be not for only for tomorrow's exam, for even future exams also. Ternary operator, it will not be a specific question specifying, but you can get a function in which you have to use ternary operators. You could be asked to convert a if else to ternary operator, switch case to ternary operator. So in that way ternary operator, because when we talk about now the pattern of the questions, now whichever subject, you can not say that this is not important, 1 marks or 2 marks of programming part it could be there. So ternary operator basically you need to remember a variable is equal to condition, right? Condition question mark statement 1 colon statement 2, right? अगर condition true होगा तो statement 1 जो है वो store हो जाएगा, otherwise statement 2 चला जाएगा. So that is there. What is the extension of a Java source code file? Right, Siddharth. Java source code file का extension होता है .java, means the code which you have typed, its extension is .java. When we talk about the Java bytecode का extension होता है .class, right? Java bytecode का extension होता है .class, and that is there, right? Then is parameterized constructor and constructor? No, parameterized constructor is a type of constructor. अगर एक constructor में हम वहाँ पे we are putting the parameters void sum int a comma int b. Now what is done here? Here there are parameters, right? The function is having a parameterized constructor, right? अगर होता हो void sum, so it's a default constructor. Void sum int a comma int b. So it is a parameterized constructor. ठीक है? And constructor overloading, if there are more than one constructors in a program, then that concept is known as constructor overloading. ठीक है? If there are more than one constructors in a program, that constructor is known as that concept is known as constructor overloading. तो वहाँ पे return type will be different, right? एक function है, एक constructor है, वो default constructor हो गया, दूसरा constructor एक parameterized constructor हो गया. So that constructor will be known as a parameterized constructor. Okay, multi-threading, right? Library classes. Library classes में देखो all the string functions which are there, all the character functions are there, all the math functions are there. So you will have specifically from a function from the library classes you will not get a question, but yeah, you can get questions in which you have to use those library functions. So library functions को use करके whenever you talk about this in which you are write a Java statement for anything, that comes under this only. The character based functions if you have to use, so that is it. In the output based questions or in the return type MCQs, it can come, not a problem. Yes, any other doubt you let me know. Sir, how do we determine if a photo given in MCQ is related to encapsulation, polymorphism, abstraction or classes? That's a very good question. अब अगर ठीक है just example was there class 11th का एग्जाम अभी हुआ था, उसमें there were 2 parents and 2 kids, चारों अपने अपने बाइसिकल्स पे थे. Now the options were inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation. ठीक है, polymorphism था. Now just tell me, there is a picture in which there is a father, there is a mother, there is a son, there is a daughter, all riding bicycle. अब यहाँ पे कौन सा होगा? Which should be there? It will be इनहेरिटेंस, बिकॉज यहां पे दिखा रहा है पेरेंट एंड चाइल्ड, तो इनहेरिटेंस. तो जब भी हम किसी नॉट ओनली फॉर कंप्यूटर किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में जब एमसीक्यू में बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो इफ देयर आर क्वेश्चंस इन विच देयर आर और यू फाइंड दैट देयर आर मोर देन वन, अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं एब्स्ट्रैक्शन, द चाइल्ड एंड द पेरेंट्स एवरीबॉडी नो हाउ टू ड्राइव द बाइसिकल, ठीक है, लेकिन उनको उसका वर्किंग नहीं पता है, तो वहां पे एब्स्ट्रैक्शन को भी अगर सही साबित करना चाहो तो सही हो जाएगा, ठीक है. बट मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पेरेंट और चाइल्ड दिख रहा है, तो ज्यादा अप्रोप्रिएट क्या हुआ? इनहेरिटेंस. सो यू हैव टू लुक फॉर द मोस्ट करेक्ट आंसर, राइट? Okay. Selection sort is I'll be explaining. So just keep it on hold and remind me if I do not tell. And Siddharth, can you explain palindrome number question? Okay, sure, I'll explain. If some of you could note it, now I'll just whichever coming selection sort I'll explain. Function overloading I'll explain. Okay, and which of the following statement is never explicit? Explicit is a forced conversion. Int amount equal to 45. Right? This is okay. Int amount equal to 24 into 24. Implicit. Integer dot parse int 45. Now C is explicit. Why? Because 45 is in string. I'm talking to nature based. 45 is in double quote, so it's a string, and since it has been converted to integer forcefully, so and again D also int of 45. No, okay, D nahi, but C will be there because it is forcefully converted there. Then Shaurya, difference between function definition and function prototype. When we talk about function definition, that's the entire line. When we say that's the function definition. And prototype is the structure. So prototype basically they are similar. You say function definition. The function prototype is written in the function definition. The first line of the function, that's the function prototype. Do we have to do only revision of class 9? That will be there, but again you can get certain questions from string as well. You can get questions from constructor also. So it's not, but the major part will come from there in the section A. But again, string is there, array is there, constructor is there. So they will also be a part. What is the difference between polymorphism and classes related to? What is the difference between polymorphism and classes? Polymorphism if we talk about overloading का structure जैसे हुआ, जहाँ पे जैसे अगर एक कभी ग्राफाइट और डायमंड का structure दिया या फिर उस तरह का similar चीजें हैं, so that will be considered an example of a polymorphism. Class तो हो गया, class is a group of objects. Now group of objects when they are represented together, so that's the example of a class. Okay. Then someone asked me to explain function overloading. Okay, function overloading, if you talk about just if I say that if I have a program in which using function overloading I have to explain find the area of a rectangle, square or a circle, अगर हम कह रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो क्या हो गया? पहला क्लास डिफाइन किए, void area, rectangle का एरिया निकालना है, void area int l int b. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो गया कि हम length और breadth निकाले, area निकाले, a equal to l into b, and then I printed area. So what happened here? Here I had two parameters, two integers I had in parameters. So this will find the area. दूसरा function मान लो हम ले लिए void area
डबल आर, वो सर्किल के लिए था डबल आर। अब यहाँ पे एरिया निकाल ले 3.14 इंटू आर, वहां से एरिया निकल गया। फिर एक तीसरा एरिया हम निकाल ले, मान लो स्क्वायर का था, तो वहां पे हम इंट एस पे एक साइड है। अब फिर when I made all the three functions, displayed all the results, then again I can say I can display call the function ob dot area 3,5, ob dot area 5.0, ob dot area 7. So I call the three functions, so it will be coming. So that is overloading, function overloading. Then somebody asked about palindrome number question. पैलिंड्रोम नंबर, पैलिंड्रोम क्या होता है ना, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अ पैलिंड्रोम, पैलिंड्रोम के प्रोग्राम में 3 बेसिक स्टेप्स हमको याद रखना है, राइट। फर्स्ट थिंग, वी इनपुट द नंबर, n को इनपुट करा दिए, यू स्टोर अ कॉपी ऑफ द नंबर एंड स्टोर इट इन t, t इक्वल टू n, ठीक है, t में स्टोर कर लिए। नाउ व्हाइल n इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, जब तक n का वैल्यू 0 नहीं है, क्या करेंगे हम, d इक्वल टू n मॉडुलस 10, डिजिट एक्सट्रैक्ट किए, d इक्वल टू n मॉडुलस 10। टू गेट द रिवर्स, r को हम 0 से स्टोर कर रहे हैं, रिवर्स में r इक्वल टू 0, देन r इक्वल टू r इंटू 10 प्लस d, रिवर्स हम फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं, r इक्वल टू r इंटू 10 प्लस d, एंड देन टू ऑब्टेन द रिमेनिंग नंबर n इक्वल टू n डिवाइडेड बाय 10। ये 3 स्टेप हुआ, d इक्वल टू n मॉडुलस 10, r equal to r into 10 plus d, and then n equal to n divided by 10. For further details about this function based the loop based programs na, you can just see the program of the loops which is already uploaded, so you can refer to that, so you will be able to get all these numbers, this system based programs na, wo sara usme hai। Array wala it is ready, but I could not upload, so soon I'll be uploading the array program, array also, that is ready once, so few days I'll be doing, so uploading that also, ठीक है। Okay, so that is there, one second, just a minute, I'll share the link of this class 10.1, sorry. Yes, okay, yeah, sorry, back, yes. So that palindrome is clear, one second, then okay, in question 2 of session is stored. Yes, Siddharth, we should store, we have to store, because what happens now, when the loop ends, n is becoming 0, okay, n is becoming 0, so what should it be compared with? So that's why you store the temporary value in t, so t will be compared to r, t को r से compare करेंगे, then it will be able to, okay, Vishal is asking how to find LCM and HCF. LCM and HCF, what we need to do, no? We take the two numbers as input, we find the product of the two numbers, p equal to a into b, right? Then we use the loop for I equal to 1, I less than equal to p, I plus plus loop, मेरा 1 से लेके p तक चलेगा. If a modulus I is 0 and b modulus I is 0, then I take h equal to I, HCF को हम I में store कर दिए, ठीक है? And outside the loop, L is equal to P divided by H. LCM is equal to, because the product of two numbers is equal to the product of their LCM and HCF. So what we are doing for I equal to 1, I less than equal to P, I plus plus. You can also, instead of P, you can also use the smaller of A and B, whichever is there, that you can use. For I equal to 1, I less than equal to map dot mean A comma B. उससे भी हो जाएगा. Now if A modulus I is 0 and B modulus I is 0, तो H का value हो गया I.
Outside the loop you do L is equal to P divided by H, so you will get the LCM. When to use return? Return हम लोग तब यूज करते हैं जब हमको the question asks to return a value, तो वहां पे प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट जो होगा फंक्शन के अंदर नहीं होगा, राइट? व्हेनेवर वी आर सेइंग रिटर्न, तो प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट लूप के अंदर नहीं होगा, द प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट विल बी आउटसाइड द लूप, दैट विल बी देयर व्हेनेवर वी आर यूजिंग द रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट। द प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट जब फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे उसमें उसके रिजल्ट को हम डिस्प्ले करेंगे। उसके बाद एक लेंथ और लेंथ का, फर्स्ट वन लेंथ जिसके बाद ये सबस्क्रिप्ट दिया हुआ है ना, दो ब्रैकेट्स हैं, दैट इज द स्ट्रिंग मेथड। वो क्या करता है? इट फाइंड्स द नंबर ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स प्रेजेंट इन द स्ट्रिंग। और दूसरा वाला जो लेंथ है वो एरे के लिए है, इट काउंट्स द नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट इन द एरे। दोनों में सिमिलरिटी है कि इट इज काउंट्स फ्रॉम 1, दोनों में 1 से काउंट करते हैं, दोनों का रिटर्न टाइप 1 होता है, लेकिन पहले वाला इट काउंट्स द नंबर ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स इन द स्ट्रिंग और दूसरे वाला इट काउंट्स द नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट इन द एरे। वेरी गुड। एंड व्हाट्स टाइप ऑफ टुमारो सेक्शन इज दिस? इज एनीवेयर anything you are asking. Which type of questions for tomorrow? Section A and section B. Section A MCQ 10-20 question, 21 are 20 plus 20 marks, again 2 into 10 marks question, in which you will get output based questions, definition, differences, right? Writing Java statements, all those things will be there. And again section B, you will get 6 questions. Out of 6 you have to attempt any 4 questions. Out of these 6, 1 question from array, 1 question from double dimension array. The array could be either searching, selection searching, linear search, binary search, selection sort, bubble sort. 1 question you will get from function overloading, 1 question you will get from object creation, multiple functions, 1 question from any number system. Then which restrictive? List restrictive is public, protected, private and default. Public. Okay, because see, public accessible to all, private accessible only within the method or class, protected it is private but with certain restrictions, can be accessed outside also, so that is there. So public, yes, Siddharth has applied there already. So it, as it can be, yes, very good, Siddharth. Sir, how to make a program that makes the string as input and find whether it is a palindrome string and special string both in one program? What is a special string? Siddharth, I hope you have got the answer. Length and length one. Length, first one which is there, that is number of characters in a string, and the second one is to find the number of elements in an array. What is a special string? What the question says about a special string? Today I say prescribe only sum of the row, column, diagonals, largest. Yeah, so that much is length of the, means the sum of the rows, sum of the column, diagonals, and again exchanging or swapping the elements of the diagonal, that can be there. Okay. Palindrome, if you are for a string, if you have to find a palindrome, then you find the reverse of the word. Like for I equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus, you extract the character C equal to S dot caret I, and S1 is equal to, here you will see S1 is equal to C plus S1. जो character आ रहा है ना, वो पहले add हो गया. मान लो it is, for example, I say Jasraj, right? Jasraj. अब J second character A, तो AJ, अगर next character S, SAJ, next comes R, RSAJ, next comes A, AIS, ARSAJ, then comes J, so JARSAJ, so it Jasraj becomes Jasraj. Transpose of 2D, you might get transpose, because again it is again transversing the row and column. IG, if you talk about transpose, क्या होता है? 0 1 will become 1 0. So you have one array Aij you input, and take array B also. So when you are taking as input for A, now Aij equal to input, that time only you say Bji equal to Aij. मतलब जो 0 1 में आया A का, वो 1 0 में हो गया B का. So when you are taking as input, that time only once you get Aij equal to input dot next thing, that time only you say Bji equal to Aij. That's done. Okay. Yes, dear. 100 marks, but time is 2 hours only. You, on the other hand, you see, in other subjects for 10 marks you get 3 questions. Here for 15 marks you get only 1 question. So that is an advantage also now. 2 questions array, yes, 3D array नहीं पढ़े हो भाई, it's 2D normal array, 2D array.
Can you once again tell that from which chapters will the questions come from section B? Very good. It will come from string, it will come from array, it will come from functions, it will come from decision making, it will come from loops. I don't think any chapter is left. Okay. Yes, see, regarding the array, now if you understand a proper structure of the program, input के लिए you need to understand it's a nested loop. For I equal to 0, for example, it is a m into n array. For I equal to 0, I less than m. ये चला गया rows के लिए I plus plus. J equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. अब यहाँ पे you input for a ij का input हुआ वहाँ पे तो क्या हो जाएगा? It's just like a pattern. Again, printing में भी we follow the same concept. So that's it. Simple है. The pattern समझ गए हो ना? Double dimension is easy as compared to single dimension का bubble sort और selection sort से easy है. Slab based program, it will come not only 2025, 26, 27 में भी आएगा. तो slab based program का एक question रहेगा ही रहेगा anyhow, right? It will be there. Slab based program, you need to understand the concept. Again, you can refer to the video of the decision making which is there. You can refer to that also. Slab based program, हम just एक simple सा program electricity bill का समझा देते हैं. For example, first 100 units it is rupees 4 per unit. So for I, if I is less than equal to 100, क्या हो जाएगा? B equal to 4 into I. Else if अगर वो 100 से ज्यादा है और 200 से कम है, तो वहां पे first 100 से कितना हो गया? 400 तो फिक्स हो गया प्लस जितना units minus 100 into 5. Else if अगर वो नेक्स्ट को क्रॉस कर रहा है तो प्रीवियस वाला ऐड हो गया, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट का कैलकुलेशन. सो दैट वे इट गोस. Tomorrow's question I don't know. Tomorrow's question I haven't made. Okay. Sir, will all the questions come object oriented? No. Only two object oriented part becomes one in which all the like the story type question is there in which the functions methods are defined. That one, and again when we talk about this overloading. So in these only you have to use the object. Otherwise, if the question like if you have a very bad luck, then only it could be that all the questions come from object creation. Otherwise, only the first question which is there in which multiple methods are there, that will be there one. And again, one question in which there is function overloading, in that you have to create object. Otherwise, you don't need to create object. Yes, Siddharth, you need to cover both one dimension and double dimension array. Okay, so now your question was, it was what? The selection sort, right? So are you there? Pass by value and pass by reference. Okay. Pass by value is basically that we pass a copy of the actual parameter to the formal parameter. Actual parameter का एक copy हम formal parameter को pass करते हैं. So that becomes pass by value. Pass by value, pass by reference. Again for you information. Whether it is your school exam or it is your boards, you will get question from pass by value and pass by reference. आएगा ही आना ही चाहिए. Either of the other way, right? It could be define pass by value. Give along with an example. Differentiate between pass by value and pass by reference. So accordingly, in any of the ways, you will be getting questions. So pass by value में क्या होता है ना? We pass a copy of the actual argument to the formal parameter. तो जो भी changes करेंगे हम लोग formal parameter में, that will be reflected to the actual parameter. That will not be reflected because copy pass होता है. जैसे हम क्लास में example हम क्या समझाते हैं? For example, you had an exam and Soham did not make a project. ठीक है? Soham did not make a project and Jasraj made the project very nicely. बड़े अच्छे से सजा के decorate करके अच्छा सा project बनाया था. Then Soham told that Jasraj, kindly could you give me your project? So Jasraj is a good boy. He gave his project. Okay, then Soham, his creative mind and his curious mind, as it is always. So what he did, just he changed the cover page. It was Jasraj Singh. Now it is he put his name Soham Singh. Now the structure was there and it was then changed. That was because the actual value was given to it. But उसके जगह पे then Jasraj thought कि ऐसा हो सकता है. Right? Then what he did, he made a project. He told that, see, last year because I had a very bad experience with Kabir. So what he told that, okay, I'll give you the project, but what I'll do, I'll give you a copy of it. इसको रख लो अपने पास. So then what he did? He gave a copy of it. So ये वाला जो होगा, that is a formal parameter. Actual parameter है pass the value, the reference. जैसे हम बोले A0 equal to A0 plus 1. तो अब क्या हुआ? Actual data या actual reference हम दे दिए. So in that case it will be actual parameter. When will you start with syllabus completion? Okay, once you all complete your this pre-boards. Next week I'm just planning that, okay, we'll just fix a time, right? We'll fix a time, and that time we will have that session. One session I'll be just taking, in which it will be a session in which I'll be covering the entire theory part. It will be a 2-hour session I'm just planning, and it will also be live, in which I'll be explaining the entire theory part, and that will be a complete refresher course जिसमें सारा theory complete करेंगे. And if you go through that video completely 2 hours का session में, then it is that you are not going to miss anything for your syllabus. That is there. Okay, that is in my mind. And again, for a programming, will not be coming doing that today. Okay, कर लेंगे थोड़ा सा. चलो, so okay, सोहम का एक doubt था, that was which sorting? Selection sort, I guess. Do we need to read all the chapter? That's good for your health. You can, but even if what I have explained all that, will we have 2 questions from array? You might have 3 questions. 2023 board exam में, I guess. 23 board में there were 3 questions from Java. Okay, then selection sort. Selection sort में so what happens? No, with input हो गया. Now we start. For I equal to 0, I am talking about ascending order. For I equal to 0, I less than 9 I plus plus. Second last element तक जा रहे हैं. So for I equal to 0, I less than 9 I plus plus. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या किए? यहाँ पे हम लोग अब min को consider कर लिया. Min equal to I. Actually, I have to find the position of the smallest element. तो min equal to I. Now the loop of j begins from I plus 1. I plus 1 से लेके हम last तक जा रहे हैं. For j equal to I plus 1, j less than 9. ठीक है, j less than 10, second last तक एलिमेंट गए. If n at j is less than n at min, ठीक है, n at j is less than n at min, तो min equal to हो गया j, right? So the loop of j finds the small position of the smallest element. Outer loop for I equal to 0, I less than 9 I plus plus, in min equal to I कर दिए. Now the loop of j for j equal to 0 and j equal to I plus 1, j less than 10. If n at j is less than n at min, तो min equal to कर दिए j. ठीक है. Now we close the loop and swap the values of min and I. T equal to n at I equal to n at min, and n at min equal to t. So that's the swapping done, and then we are exchanging the element. So this process, guys. I hope so it is clear. Any doubts still, let me know. Selection sort. Okay, so I'm done, I guess. Okay, I will ask bubble sort. Bubble sort में देखो क्या होता है. Bubble sort में we compare every element with the next element. Next element से हम compare करते हैं. So for I equal to 0, right? For I equal to 0, I less than 9 I plus plus. j equal to 0, j less than 9 minus I. ठीक है, एक एक होता जा रहा है. j less than 9 minus I. If n at j is less than n at j plus 1, n at j is less than n at j plus 1. ठीक है, then what we will do? n at j is less than n at j plus 1. Then j और j plus 1 को हम swap कर देंगे. ठीक है. Palindrome once again. String or numbers, palindrome. Gaming workers, string or number, which palindrome? String. Okay. String में देखो क्या हो रहा है ना, like if I talk about gaming, ठीक है, GAMING, it's not a palindrome because हम जब word को reverse कर रहे हैं तो it will be coming some other word. लेकिन when I talk about Nitin, NITIN, reverse करो, NITIN, it's the same word.
तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करें, I have to find the reverse of the word. You take original word as S, reverse of the word as S1. ठीक है, original word को हम S में ले रहे हैं और reverse of the word को S1 में ले रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग कर रहे हैं for I equal to 0 is okay. For I equal to 0, I less than L, I plus plus C equal to S dot caret I और S1 equal to C plus S1. तो हमारा word जो होगा वो reverse हो जा रहा है. Outside the loop you can just check if S dot equals ignore case S1, then it is a palindrome, else it is not a palindrome. ठीक है. Now as I told, I'll just take a फटाफट वाला refresher of your theory part. Now when we talk about object-oriented programming is a modular approach. Modular because it is divided into parts, which allows the data to be applied within the stipulated program area. Features क्या क्या है? It gives stress on data rather than functions. It makes the program simple. The objects can be used as a bridge and data can be easily modified without any change in the function. Elements of OOP example definition के लिए important है, and again C equal to S dot caret S dot length minus 1. So it is not to be S dot caret S dot length. No, we have to extract the characters now. We will extract the characters and then we will form the word. This what we are telling, S dot caret S dot length minus 1. That's to obtain the last letter only. Exception handling से programs नहीं आएगा so. In fact, exception handling, even if it comes, it will be a 1 marks question. What is exception handling, or what is exception, or what is try catch? That much only. इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं आएगा. Now the elements of OOP and the definitions: object, class, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. This everybody should understand it well and learn the definitions. Try to understand advantages of OOP. Then you need to understand what are the different types of Java programs. What are the different types of Java programs? There are standalone programs, applications जो हम लोग अपने कंप्यूटर में बनाते हैं. There are standalone applications and then there are internet applets. Applications which need a web browser, they are known as internet applets. ठीक है? And then compilation of Java, याद रखोगे compilation of Java क्या होता है? Converting the source code to the bytecode. Normal programming languages में the source code is directly converted to bytecode, but Java के अंदर क्या होता है? The source code is first converted to an intermediate language, that is Java bytecode, and then that Java bytecode is converted to machine code. So that is in case of a Java. Fine. And then again you need to know what is JVM. JVM is the interpreter of Java that converts the Java bytecode to machine code. उसके बाद features of Java में you need to remember what is ORA. WORA, write once run anywhere. ठीक है, write once run anywhere. इसमें क्या होता है कि write once run anywhere में the program is converted, right? The program is converted like it is compiled. Sheesh, I have noted down your question. I'll just show you once I'm completing, then I'll show it on the whiteboard once. Okay. So when we talk about write once run anywhere, ना compile हो गया तो उसको कहीं भी execute कर सकते हैं एक बार compile करने के बाद. Then platform independent है, that everybody knows, it can be used on any platforms. Then you need to remember the tokens. What are tokens? What no? Then tokens, what are the tokens? Basically the smallest elements. Keywords, you know the keywords, they convey some special meaning to the Java program. You need to understand the comments. What are 3 types of comments? Single line comment, double slash, then double line comments, then multi-line comments are there. So documentation, so that is there, you need to understand. Then data types, you need to understand what are primitive and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types किसी के ऊपर depend नहीं करता है. Non-primitive data type depends on other data types. ठीक है? That is the difference between primitive and non-primitive data types. Primitive data type, it does not depend on any other data type. Non-primitive data type depends on other data types. तो primitive data type में int, float, byte, char ये सब primitive में आता है और non-primitive में क्या आता है हमारे पास? Array, class और interface. They are non-primitive data types. Then you need to understand the operators. What are operators? They are the symbols which are used to perform any specific task. Or operators again, unary, binary and ternary. Unary operators, unary positive, unary negative, and then increment and decrement operators. Binary operators, what are the binary operators? Binary operators which have 2 operands, plus, minus, multiplication, या फिर they are all the binary operators. Ternary operators I already discussed. Ternary operators more than 2 operands, they are the ternary operators. ठीक है? And then okay. That is there.
Then you need prefix and postfix. You need to understand prefix postfix में prefix postfix में. Then you need to understand again increment decrement, that is there. उसमें prefix और postfix हो गया. Prefix works on the concept of change then use. पहले change करेंगे value को then use. For example, a equal to 5 plus plus a into 4 क्या हो जाएगा 6 into 4 24, right? अगर लेकिन पोस्ट फिक्स हुआ a प्लस प्लस तो वैल्यू वही रहेगा 5 into 4. अगर हम करते हैं a का वैल्यू 5 है, a प्लस प्लस into 4 तो 5 into 4 20 ही रहेगा, बट a का वैल्यू आगे जाके चेंज हो जाएगा. Then you need to know the hierarchy or the we have which data type first, byte, char, int, byte, char, short, int, long, float, and then the double. Hierarchy में सबसे लास्ट में double आता है. Math functions you need to remember well for your math based calculations or even the output based questions or even in MCQ. ठीक है, math dot abs हो गया, math dot round, math dot floor, math dot seal, math dot cbrt. All these functions you need to know properly. Then when you talk about exceptions, somebody asked exception. Like, what are exceptions? Exceptions are those situations which affect the normal execution of the program. They are known as एक्सेप्शन. और उस एक्सेप्शन को हैंडल करने के लिए आखिरी दिन होगा हैंड काइंडली साइन ऑन माय शर्ट. अच्छा ओके, एक्सेप्शन हैंडलिंग, उसको हैंडल करने के लिए एक्सेप्शन हु टोल्ड इट्स आखिरी दिन. वी हैव फर्दर क्लासेस आल्सो स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मंडे. Okay, so then we have again when to handle exceptions we have try catch operation, right? We have the try catch operation and then try क्या होता है, उसके अंदर प्रोग्राम का जो सिलेक्शन का ब्लॉक होता है that goes in the try block and again जिसको हैंडल करने का होता है that comes under the catch block. And then stream हो गया. Stream is the flow of the data in the form of bytes. Then methods you need to know the function prototype. Function prototype लिखने को आ सकता है या तो MCQ में पूछता था पिछले बार जैसे, या फिर एक function prototype लिखने को आ सकता है. Then you can also get Java statement to write. कोई mathematical statement या expression दिया हुआ उसको Java language में लिखना होगा, वो चीज जरूरी होगा. That will be there. Then functions में you need to know what is difference between formal parameter, actual parameter, pure function, impure function, use of the void keyword. Void क्या होता है कि अगर हमारे पास उस function में कोई return type नहीं है then the void keyword is used to somebody asked 0 and 0.0. 0.0 अगर है तो it will be a double of 0.0f अगर है तो it is a float type data. ठीक है. फंक्शन ओवरलोडिंग, बेसिकली द फंक्शंस शुड हैव द सेम नेम बट दे आर हैव डिफरेंट रिटर्न्स टाइप्स. ठीक है. देन you have main function. Why is the main function important? The main function is important because you get the all create objects of all functions in the main function only, और उसी function के थ्रू हम सारे functions को call करते हैं. So main function is important. Pass by value, pass by reference we already discussed. Then constructor is a function which has the name same as the class name. जो class का name होता है वही constructor का भी name होता है. And the constructor does not need to be called individually. ठीक है. And so these are the things. And different operators, the final keyword, the this keyword, try catch, throws, types of errors. Okay, fall through situation. Fall through situation क्या होता है? फॉल थ्रू सिचुएशन एक ऐसा सिचुएशन होता है जब स्विच में किसी केस के बाद ब्रेक नहीं होता है तो दैट सिचुएशन इज नोन एज अ फॉल थ्रू सिचुएशन. तो फॉल थ्रू सिचुएशन अगर होगा तो क्या होगा कि अगला जो स्टेटमेंट है वो भी एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, राइट? अगला स्टेटमेंट जो होगा दैट विल आल्सो बी एग्जीक्यूटेड, अगले केस का वैल्यू भी एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, राइट? ओके. डबल में नॉट नेसेसरी. फ्लोट में इट्स नेसेसरी टू गिव 0.0f, डबल में इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. Okay, any other doubt? One very important. हर function के बाद, हर कोई program के बाद a variable description table has to be done, right? Variable description table program के बाद में ही होना है. You do not have the habit of writing all the variable descriptions together and then writing a note for the teacher. Variable description written at the end of the answer. Don't do so. ठीक है. ये अपने पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी मारने का साक्षात उदाहरण होगा. इसको अगर मुहावरों का उदाहरण आ जाए ना तो उसमें एग्जाम्पल लिख सकते हो कि सभी प्रोग्राम्स का वेरिएबल डिस्क्रिप्शन टेबल एक बार में बनाना, दैट इज अपने पैरों पे कुल्हाड़ी मारना. 00 or 0.00, which is more. Yeah, you can use all the three. No problem in that. Any other doubt? At least 10 programs लिख के practice करोगे आज, especially Soham also and all others. Written practice करना है, देख के नहीं याद करना. You must write the programs properly in full words. PSVM नहीं लिखना है. Public static void main, integer dot parse input dot next in. Full words में लिख के practice करोगे. At least 10 programs have to be done thoroughly today. साफ साफ लिख के. Yes, today array is important, Raghav, for your boards also. कहाँ से practice करें? You practice all the programs which are there for done in the class that you can do, or again the programs which are there in your assignment. No, that programs also are sufficient. If you practice all those 20 programs, you will get near about all types of programs which are to be done. And just as I told, I'll be taking a session for the theory as well. The complete theory we'll be doing, and again I'll be towards the end. I'll be giving you at least 30 to 40 programs. And it is that if you do all those 40 programs, you will get all the programs correct in the boards. That will be there. Any other doubt? Else we wind up the session. Anyone? How is the QP? The QP is very good. VG. Should you prioritize DDA for section B or should you prioritize string manipulation? I'll suggest you do both. String manipulation you have to do, DDA also you have to do. See, if you are one question object creation wala, that you must attempt. One question overloading wala, you must attempt. Okay? Now it is. One question will be from the number system, one question can be from series patterns, one question can be from string manipulations, one question from searching sorting, one question from array. So like, and that's what I tell them, never ignore any topic. कई बारी होता है कि एक ऐसे टॉपिक में तुम बड़े confident हो और उसको कि हम करेंगे ही करेंगे, and coincidentally you get a very difficult question of that part or you don't get a question from that, so it again affects. So never leave a chapter. किसी को भी for you, for us, acha. If you have studied VG for you as well, and if you don't study, then the correction will be EG. That is VG for me. Anyone else? Is parameterized function we can give our own value in method call? Yes, you can. Even in overloading, no overloading, you can give your when you are calling the functions, you give your own value, not input. One more thing, कभी भी question में ना, like I have been suggesting in the class also ना, exam में कभी भी experiment मत करो और नए creative innovative ideas मत use किया करो. Might be you are not knowing कि वो गलत कर रहे हो या मान लो examiner उस चीज को गलत मार्क कर दिया. School में तो you get it corrected or checked by us, but again examination we will not get that opportunity. Bubble sort, should I explain again? Bubble sort में क्या करते हैं ना? We begin the outer loop for I equal to 0, I less than 9. I'm talking about 10. For I equal to 0, I less than 9, I plus plus. Next, for j equal to 0, j less than equal to 9 minus I. वो फिर से जा रहा है, हर एक बार कम होता जा रहा है. If n at j is greater than n at j plus 1, ठीक है, n at j अगर n at j plus 1 से बड़ा है, हमको ascending order में करना है, swap कर देंगे. T equal to n at j equal to n at j plus 1, and n at j plus 1 equal to t. Bas, done. Right? So maybe end the session now. Any query, anything you can let me know, or you can just text me as well if needed. And you all stay connected. We will be discussing further questions also, further sessions also I'll be taking in the next weeks to come. Right? So bubble sort नाम का कुछ नहीं होता. Who is this? Bubble, अच्छा bubble sort. Sorry. There is no bubble. हाँ, bubble search who told? I did not tell. Right? Bubble sort. ठीक है. Okay then. All the best. See you all tomorrow. And those of you who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel so that you can be getting the links or the notification of the other videos. So okay then, thank you, thanks to all of you. And as I told, लिख के practice करोगे, you will practice at least 10 to, चलो increase कर दे, 10 to 20 programs. Those who लिख के practice करेगा, you will get good marks. And those who get 100 out of 100 in the boards, a surprise gift for you from Santosh Sir. Bye bye, all the best. क्या वो बाद में पता चलेगा. बाय बाय बाय. अच्छा लैपटॉप ठीक ठीक गुड. चलो next then all of you, we are ending the stream. Thank you, bye bye, good night, see you. Okay, bye.